Hello everybody, welcome to the Studios. Magnus. In this video, I basically wanted to talk about some of the new city sets that we've gotten for the past couple of years, because these city sets are kind of interesting because they do something that previous city sets didn't do in the past. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna talk about some of the interesting facts that are worth noting about some of these newer style city sets. So let's get into this. So the first thing that I want to talk about will have to be the larger city vehicles. So basically, since 2024, we have gotten a couple of impressive large city vehicles. For example, we have the car transporter, the mobile construction crane, as well as the Lego delivery truck. And we even had some in 2025, like the Formula 1 truck, as well as the tow truck, and even the Arctic truck. And this year, 2026, we also have some very cool and impressive vehicles. For example, the cement mixer, the recycling truck, and the airport fire truck. So here's the thing. A lot of these city vehicles are a lot better than some of the city vehicles that we've gotten in the past. I mean, if you just compare these city vehicles to some of the city vehicles that we have gotten a couple of years back, you may notice that these ones are a little bit better, which I do think is very cool. I mean, here's the thing. These vehicles are a little bit more expensive than some of the previous vehicles, but then again, you have to keep in mind that they are a little bit bigger and the quality is also a little bit better. But now, another thing I want to say is the fact that these vehicles probably won't fit on the newer style road plates because, well, they're not very wide. I mean, you could make double roads if you want to, but they'll be a little bit more expensive. So I don't really know if these vehicles will really work on these new roads, but maybe you can make him work somehow. But I just also want to point out the fact that these vehicles don't really fit on the newer style road plates that we've gotten. But now let's talk about something else. So one thing that the city team has been doing recently is they've decided to make a couple of sub-themes that are spanning across several years. Basically what I mean by this is, for the past couple of years, Lego has been producing some city sets that are kind of consistent with each other, and I can give you guys some pretty good examples of this. First of all, we have the space sets from 2024, and now these space sets are actually very cool, not gonna lie. But the thing is, in 2025, Lego decided to release another space set that actually fits in with these with the space sets from 2024, and there's even a spaceship included with the city tower set which also fits in. So it's very interesting how they decide to make a couple of follow-ups to these 2024 space sets. I mean, they didn't really need to do this, but it is kind of interesting how they decide to do it. But again, these sets are very cool, so more sets are of course very appreciated. Next up, we have the Arctic exploration sets. So in 2023, we got some Arctic exploration sets that were actually mixed with deep sea exploration. But now here's the thing. The colors of these sets actually match the jungle exploration sets that we got in 2024, where basically the color scheme is white, dark blue, and orange. However, the Arctic exploration sets actually had light transparent blue windows, whereas these sets have just regular transparent windows. But still, they do fit in quite well. I mean, you could basically use the Jungle Explorer helicopter as an Arctic Explorer's helicopter if you really wanted to. And now also, the exploration team are actually the same from the Arctic exploration sub-team, which is actually kind of interesting. Though they did bring back Johnny Thunder, which I do think is kind of cool to see. However, in 2025, we actually got some more Arctic exploration sets, which is actually kind of interesting. But now the thing is, these sets actually do have the transparent clear windows instead of the transparent light blue windows, but still they do fit in with those past Arctic exploration sets as well as the jungle exploration sets, and even Johnny makes an appearance here in the Arctic, which is actually kind of interesting. However, another thing I want to say is that the Tri-Tri-4 jungle exploration sets actually include maps that you could basically connect together. But the thing is, these Tri-Tri-5 Arctic exploration sets actually includes more maps, which is actually kind of cool to see. Though I don't really know if it's realistic to have a jungle next to the Arctic, but it is kind of cool to see how they decide to make some more maps. It's very cool. Now, I do also kind of want to talk about the police sets as well, because all of the sea police vehicles that have been released since 2024 are basically consistent with each other. Where basically the color scheme this time is dark blue, white, as well as the new highlighter green, as some people call it. So that is basically the color scheme that the 2024 Sea Police vehicles used. And then in 2025 we got a couple more that had the same color scheme. And in 2026 we got a couple more police sets that do also have this exact same color scheme. And now another thing I want to say is that all of these police vehicles have blue and red lights, which is something that previous Sea Police vehicles have not had. But this is actually supposed to be kind of a callback to World City, because the World City Police vehicles actually did have blue and red police lights. So it is kind of cool how they decided to make a bit of a nod to World City with the blue and red police lights. It is very cool. And now the last CSS that I want to talk about in this video will have to be the construction sets, because these construction sets actually do have something in common with each other. Basically, all of these construction vehicles have elephants on them, and basically the elephant is supposed to be the brand that makes these construction vehicles, I guess. And it is kind of something that is supposed to identify all of them. So basically the two construction vehicles that we got in 2024 have elephants on them, and there are even a couple from 2025 that also have elephants, including the dump truck from the tow truck set and the building crane from the sea tower set. And this year we also have a couple of construction vehicles as well. So I do think it's kind of cool how LEGO decided to identify these sets with an elephant. It didn't really need to do this, but it is cool how these construction sets basically have a logo, just like fire and police, of course, and all of the other brands that exist in the LEGO universe. But anyways, that was basically it for this video. I just wanted to talk about some of the newer sea sets that we've gotten, because honestly, these new sea sets are definitely a lot better than some of the sea sets that we got in the past. And now I would love to know what you guys think of these new changes that LEGO has made for a sea theme down in the comments below, if you think they're good changes or if you think they're bad changes. It is totally okay if you do disagree with me, because again, everyone has their own opinions. But anyways, that's it for this video. If you liked this video, make sure to leave a like, and make sure to subscribe to Sisters YouTube and hit that bell notification button so that you'll get notified when I upload a new video. So that's it for now, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.